These are the soap granules I got from grooving the side of my soap, right? These little pieces are the ones I got from the side, from grooving my soap, the size of my soap, and I want to remelt it in order for it to become a perfect bar, another soap. And again, I'm using this opportunity to tell you that no soap is a waste. These soap particles are the soap I got from grooving, from that shape that you see at the side of my soap, right? That grooving that I gave it. This is the particle that came out, and I want to remelt it. You can also use this process to remelt your soap. Maybe while making your soap, you forgot to put perfume. There is something you forgot to put after making that soap. You know that that soap is lacking something entirely, either perfume or the soap. There is something you didn't add soda ash, or you want to add soda ash in your production, or you want to add sulfate in your production. Your soap is not that strong. You want it to be stronger. You want to add some hardness like salt or sulfate to make it stronger. This is still the method you have to follow. And while making this kind of soap, always make sure that you cover your soap. Some of you will want to melt your soap, you will leave your soap open, you will not cover it. Make sure you cover the lid. Even though that I did not cover, that will still cover this pot, but make sure that where that soap is, that you cover it. I have a video where I remelted a bigger part, right? And I will drop the link of that video on the comment section, right, for you to go there and click on that link and watch how I melted a big part of this, right? I added little water, just little water, and cover it with. This is just small part of soap. Even though you don't add water, it will still melt, right? But I decided to add just little water to it, but you can as well don't add any water to it, and you cook it here, it will just melt. This is kind of how to do melt and pour. Any soap that you got and you want to melt it, maybe you want to add addictive, there is something you want to add in the soap to fine tune the soap, this is also the method you will use. In case you don't have a microwave, it's not must you must have a microwave in order for you to melt your soap. This is the method I am using because I don't have a microwave for that. Can you see that it has started melting? If you've watched this video up to this point and you haven't subscribed to this channel or follow this page, please do so. Follow me on Learn with Crystals Hub. This is my page. If you're watching it from YouTube, subscribe to this Crystal DIY. If you're watching it from Facebook, Learn with Crystals Hub. Follow this page for more tutorials like this, right? So you have to cook it, and at this point it has started melting, right? Can you see? Right? Do you see that our soap has started melting very smoothly, seamlessly? You will melt your soap and add whatever. Should in case maybe your soap is not foaming very well, you want to add foaming properties in it for it to foam very well. Like you forget to, after making your soap, you find out that your soap is not foaming very well, you want to add SLS to it or Tezapon to it to make it, to increase the foaming quality in it. This is how to go about it. Just melt it, right? I'm going to drop the link on the description how you can melt a bigger part, because this is a small part, right? Yes. So we also train our students how to make a quality bar soap, laundry bar soap. If you want to start laundry bar soap as a business, we have you covered. We will kind of mentor you. We have a class that you can register for you to learn how to make a quality laundry bar soap, profitable one at that, if you want to start it as a business. We also sell soap making cutters, mini cutters, table cutters. We also sell oils for making soap and all that. Just chat me on the WhatsApp number on the screen. So at this particular time, I want to add salt. What I melted was salt. I want to increase the firmness. You know that adding salt to your production helps your soap to be strong, right? With right proportion, your soap will be strong. It's either you add salt or you add sodium sulfate. Salt is a sodium chloride. Sodium sulfate is also a kind of salt specifically made for soap making, right? But the other edible salt can also be used for it, and this particular one that I use here is sodium chloride, the edible salt. So at this point, after turning it, I poured it inside my mold. What I got was 6 bars of soap, right? So don't throw your soap away, just melt it, right? Melt it. All you need is a lid that covers very well, right? Even if you're melting big parts, just put it little by little. Like I said, I'm going to drop the link on how to melt bigger part of it, right? All you have to do is to get a stainless bowl that has a lid, something you can cover it to maintain the heat. It will just melt. You must not add it water, right? Because I think I've dropped a video where somebody told me that after making it, because of the amount of water that he or she is adding, that the soap will tends to shrink, right? If you cover your soap very well, if you cover it very well, it's not, you are not going to need much water for it. Just little water or no water at all, you will melt your soap and your soap will come out fine and beautiful. And this is the process you use for people that are into bathing soap. You want to make soap from a soap base, just get your soap, cut it into small chunk, melt it, and add your additives like turmeric, kojic dip, lactic acid, anyone at all that you want to add, just add it. It will activate the soap, right? So this is the easiest and simple way to make your soap. Do you see how beautiful and how fine it came out? From this little chunk, I got about 6 bars of soap. Thank you for watching.